Hare Krishna, devotees, welcome to Shloka Day. Today Shloka is Shloka number 8 of chapter 18. Dukkham ityeva yat karma
Dukkham ityeva yat karma
kaya klesha bhayat tyajet
kaya klesha bhayat tyajet
sakritva rajasam tyagam
sakritva rajasam tyagam
naiva tyaga phalam labhet.
naiva tyaga phalam labhet.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Dukkham,
Dukkham,
unhappy.
unhappy.
Iti,
Iti,
thus.
thus.
Eva,
Eva,
certainly.
certainly.
Yat,
Yat,
which.
karma,
work.
kaya,
For the body. Klesha, trouble. Bhayat, out of fear. Tyajet, gives up. Saha, he. Kritva, after doing. Rajasam, in the mode of passion. Tyagam, renunciation. Na, not. Eva, certainly. Tyaga, of renunciation. Phalam, the results. Labhet, gains. Translation. Anyone who gives up prescribed duties as troublesome or out of fear of bodily discomfort is said to have renounced in the mode of passion. Such action never leads to the elevation of renunciation. Yeah. So the Lord is talking about how the three gunas influence renunciation. We've talked about the mode of ignorance, and now we're talking about the mode of passion. So Prabhupada writes, one who is in Krishna consciousness should not give up earning money out of fear that he is performing fruitive activities. If by working one can engage his money in Krishna consciousness, or if by rising early in the morning one can advance his transcendental Krishna consciousness, one should not desist out of fear or because such activities are considered troublesome. Such renunciation is in the mode of passion. The result of passionate work is always miserable. If a person renounces work in that spirit, he never gets the result of renunciation. So from another parampara, and then we will read His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's commentary on this particular shloka. To advance in life does not mean abandoning our responsibilities. Instead, it entails increasing them. Increasing what? Increasing your responsibilities. Novice spiritualists, novice means new, often do not understand this truth. Wishing to avoid pain and taking an escapist attitude, meaning you want to run away from your problems, they make spiritual aspiration a pretext for relinquishing their obligatory duties, which means if they find that life is too troublesome for them, that their duties and responsibilities are too much for them, then they may simply take up to spirituality, hoping that they can give up all of these duties and responsibilities. So that is like a fake spiritualist, right? You're only taking to spirituality so you can relinquish or give up your prescribed duties and responsibilities. However, life is never meant to be without burdens. Advanced sadhaks are not those who are undisturbed because they do nothing. On the contrary, they retain their peace despite upholding a huge burden placed upon their shoulders. Shri Krishna declares in this verse that giving up duties because they are troublesome is renunciation in the mode of passion, which means you think your duties and responsibilities are too heavy for you to bear. And because of that, you take up to spirituality so you can avoid such duties and responsibilities. Krishna is saying you're doing it under the guise of the mode of passion. From the beginning, the Bhagavad Gita is a call for action. Arjuna finds his duty unpleasant and bothersome, and as a result, wishes to run away from the battlefield. Shri Krishna calls this ignorance and weakness. You remember in the second chapter, the Lord criticizes Arjuna saying, where has this weakness come from? He encourages Arjuna to continue doing his duty, even though it may be unpleasant, while simultaneously bringing about an internal transformation within him. So even though times may be difficult in certain situations in life, we should not abandon our duties and responsibilities. So such an abandonment is considered to be abandoning it in the mode of passion. For this purpose, he enlightens Arjuna with spiritual knowledge and helps him develop the eyes of wisdom. Having heard the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna does not change his profession, but changes the consciousness he brings to bear upon his activities. So earlier, what was Arjuna trying to do? He was trying to give up his profession. What was his profession? To be an administrator, to be a Kshatriya. He wanted to give it up and become a Brahmana instead. So Krishna says, no, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to change your varna or your ashram. Rather, I want you to change your consciousness. So to elevate his consciousness, Krishna speaks the entire Bhagavad Gita. Previously, the motive behind his work was to secure the kingdom of Hastinapur for his comfort and glory. Later, he continues to do his work, but as an act of devotion to God. Initially, what was the fight for? It was for Hastinapur, right? So that they could win the kingdom and they could rule. They can provide good governance. That was the original objective of the whole war. Later on, the objective was, I am fighting to please you, Krishna, because that's what you want, and that is what I will do. Right? It was no longer about winning a kingdom. It was about pleasing Krishna. So that's the most important thing that a devotee has to understand. So even though life may be tough for some of us and some of our duties and responsibilities are very heavy, you still have to continue to perform them for the pleasure of Krishna. So His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu says, renunciation centers not on running away from the world, but running towards Krishna. Some people say those who can't face the world's problems run away from them by becoming renunciates. Sadly, it's true that some people do take to renunciation for escaping from the world's problems. However, the Bhagavad Gita doesn't commend or even condone this kind of renunciation. It mentions those who find work too troublesome for their body and try to evade that trouble by joining the renounced order. Declaring that such renunciation is in the mode of passion, it warns that these renunciates won't get the fruits of renunciation, which means even if Arjuna wanted to give up being a Kshatriya and become a Brahmana or whatever, giving up all attachment, he wanted to go away to the forest, then Krishna is saying that such renunciation will not give you the results that you think it will give you. So, which would be a significant tragedy. So it is better to just do your prescribed duties and responsibility. The fruit of renunciation is the same as the ultimate fruit of life, everlasting spiritual happiness. So why do you renounce something? Because you want to be happy. But spiritual happiness is what we are searching for, not temporary material happiness. We are at our core souls and are meant to relish a life of eternal love with the all-attractive Supreme Soul, Krishna. The various orders of life, be they engaged or renounced, are meant to help us move towards Krishna. The best way to progress towards Krishna is Bhakti Yoga. Devotional service helps us realize that Krishna is more important than everything else in the world, and that the happiness of loving and serving him is life's only true happiness. Bhakti, being inclusive, can be practiced in all orders of life, ashrams. But the focus on practicing bhakti can be much greater in the renounced order. So anybody can perform bhakti yoga. And those who are in the renounced order of life have an opportunity to perform it more because they've dedicated their lives to it. But that doesn't mean you and I cannot practice bhakti. Therein, most worldly entanglements get minimized. So seekers can run as fast as possible towards Krishna. However, if renunciates focus not on attaining Krishna, but on escaping from the world, they defeat the purpose of the renounced order. So you may have renounced your prescribed duties and responsibilities, but in the end, you may have ended up creating more karma for yourself. That is what Krishna warns Arjuna, right? If you prematurely give up your prescribed duties and responsibilities, that is a much greater sin than actually learning to tolerate and do the best you can in whatever varna ashram you are in. Significantly, the renounced order serves a purpose greater than just facilitating the rapid progress of renunciates. Genuine renunciates who wholeheartedly live for seeking Krishna, savoring Krishna, and sharing Krishna become living examples for everyone in society, reminding them that Krishna is for real and is life's ultimate goal. So essentially, these set of shlokas is a caution for us not to prematurely abandon our duties, prescribed duties and responsibilities.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.